This is one mystery that's quite confusing to solve. How do you say goodbye to these dark circles on your face? When I was younger, I didn't really care about dark circles because most of us didn't have them. But now it's suddenly and more evidently a very big problem, and many a times I feel like
I'm Batman.
like straight out of the comics. And many a times covering it up is quite a task. But why do dark circles turn up on your face? For some more than others. What causes them and what makes them keep coming back? And is there even a way to get rid of them naturally? If any of these questions are in your head right now and you're looking for answers, then keep watching. Because today I'm going to help you with ways that you can say goodbye to these dark circles with all natural methods. Now, dark circles are like detectives on your face, and they reveal all different clues about how we are functioning internally. Think of it as a unique blend of DNA. So as time passes and our daily choices are somewhere creating those under eye shadows. And even though dark circles are like messages from our bodies, there are many things that can cause these dark circles, and there is no one way that literally causes them. And that is what you need to understand. So first off, it's genetics. So it's like a family trait. So say thanks to your mom or dad. So the skin under your eye is super thin, and as you get older, it gets even thinner, making those blood vessels even more visible. And with that, the older you get, or aging also plays a role in it. Sometimes it can also be a volume thing. So if you lose a bit of fat and volume under your eye, it can give you a very hollow look, which puts those dark circles in the spotlight. So literally there are many triggers and reasons of why you have those dark circles or that Batman look. So now how you deal with it naturally? Well, let's make this simple. Now I want you to think of this whole thing as constructing a building. So the first thing when it comes to you building a building is to create a very strong and steady foundation. Because if you don't have a strong foundation, whatever you stack up on top doesn't really stay strong, as at some point it might just come crumbling down. And starting with the foundation, what makes your foundation are three major things. And the very first thing is sleep. Now we've all been there, whether we've been burning the midnight oil, or maybe binge watching our favorite shows, or working in the 24-hour schedule, or maybe even partying. But did you know that lack of quality sleep causes the blood vessels under your eye to dilate? Now the reason that sleep is very important to get rid of those dark circles is because sleep is what helps you repair those muscles, tissues, and everything in your body. And when you don't sleep well, it causes poor blood circulation, especially in the area which is under your eye. And when blood in that area doesn't flow efficiently, it can pool and form dark circles. And also think of the skin under your eye as a curtain. When you deprive yourself from sleep, that curtain becomes see-through, making those blood vessels underneath even more visible. So this transparency is like putting a spotlight on your under eye, creating those dark circles. And if you sleep well or have a good night's sleep, it thickens that curtain, keeping those blood vessels that you see under your eye hidden. So make sure that you regularly aim to sleep for 7 to 9 hours, and it's not just 7 to 9 hours anytime, but a consistent schedule. And the best time to sleep and wake up is around 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. During that time, your body goes through deeper stages of sleep. And when you go through the deeper stages of sleep, that's where your body repairs and regenerates your skin. And that helps to maintain that very delicate skin under your eye. Now, the second major part of this foundation is hydration. Drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, or just try and stay hydrated. I mean hydrated enough, and don't overdo it. Because if you're dehydrated, your skin can become more dull and more prone to dark circles. And think of your skin cells as these tiny adventurers just going for a hike. Now here's the catch. If you're going to carry water while you are hiking, you will be more energized. And it's the same with your skin. It will look radiant, you will have a glowing face, and you'll also be happy. Dehydration on the other end is like sending your skin to a desert expedition. The lack of water just makes the place look more dull and leaves it like a wasteland. So what you got to do is you have to hydrate. And I like to think of water as a superhero for your skin. Because when you drink enough water, your skin looks more plump, supple, and it's less prone to getting those dark circles. Now, the third part of your foundation is what you eat. Now, let's think of it this way. When you want to create a painting, you won't just want to paint it with black or white. You want the other colors as well. A little bit of red, a little bit of orange, and many other colors. And that's precisely how you should even eat. You need to eat foods that are rich in things like vitamin C, which are found in citrus fruits, strawberries, and bell peppers. What it does is that it helps your body in collagen formation, promoting skin elasticity, and also it reduces pigmentation. And then there is vitamin K, a true warrior found in leafy greens, broccoli, and even Brussels sprouts. And they are known to remove dark circles and also give you a smoother complexion. Tomatoes, on the other end, are also good antioxidants because they have something called as lycopene. It helps protect the skin from sun damage and also helps with collagen production. Then you also have things like almond, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Now they contain nutrients like vitamin E, which contributes to skin health. Then you have garlic that contains sulfur, which is necessary for collagen synthesis. And it also has a lot of antioxidant properties that may help protect collagen. Then you have avocados, which are rich in healthy fats and vitamin E. And my favorites are the antioxidant abundant food like berries, dark chocolate, green tea, and even the golden spice turmeric. These superheroes neutralize free radicals, preventing them from creating damage or havoc to the skin. It's like having a shield against dullness and discoloration that often come with dark circles. And the best way to consume these foods is either mix them up in a salad, or maybe if you are too lazy and you want a little quick fix, then go for a smoothie. And try to get as creative as you can in the kitchen, because the more colorful the plate, the more nutrients you will get. Now, once the foundation seems about right, you try and climb up to the very first floor. Now, here is where all the external repair begins. And it starts with two types of self-care. One is super simple and the other is simple. So the super simple ones are the ones you don't really have to put much effort, or there are less steps to get done. And the simple ones are just one or two steps a bit more, or you might have to put a little more effort. Now, one of the super simple age-old remedy is the cold compress. So all you have to do is take a cucumber, keep it in the fridge. Once it's nice and cold, bring it out and cut into 2-3 slices and place those on your eyes and relax for around 15 to 20 minutes. Once you're done with that, just wash your face with cool water. And you can do the same with a chilled spoon. So what happens is that the cold constricts those blood vessels and it reduces that puffiness that you feel. And also cucumber has flavonoids and even antioxidants that will help reduce that inflammation. Now you can do the similar thing with a cold potato as well. Similar to cucumbers, cold potato also has very similar property. Now something that also helps, and it's like a mini spa treatment, which are those green tea bags. So when those green tea bags are cooled, you can place them on your eyes for around 15 to 20 minutes. They also do the very same thing that your cucumber slices or the cold potato does as well. So whether it's a green tea bag or if any of those herbal teas like chamomile, you can use any of those tea bags. And a tea bag like green tea contains caffeine, which is also known for its vasoconstrictive properties. Basically, they do the similar job like the slices of cucumber and the cold potato for your dark circles. Now we go to the next part of this self-care. And the very first thing is the almond oil massage. So you can take a little bit of almond oil in your palm and gently massage your under eye. And you can do this before your bedtime. This will help you hydrate and lighten those dark circles. So massage that area very gently, and if you want, you can also keep it overnight. So like almond oil, the next that you can also use is aloe vera gel. Now aloe vera is very versatile and it's also packed with vitamins like A, C and E, which you can just take on your fingertips and lightly massage your under eye. And the vitamins that it contains helps lighten those dark circles. Now if you've never tried rose water, then you should. Now rose water is something that also has anti-inflammatory properties. So what you can do is take some rose water, put them on a cotton pad and place them on your eyes and relax for around 15 to 20 minutes and let this rose water do its magic. You will not just feel nice, but you'll also feel very refreshed. And the last thing is a do it yourself. So if you are someone who's a coffee enthusiast, you can make a DIY mask. All you have to do is just crush coffee, add some water and make it pretty much like a paste and just apply it under your eye like a mask and keep it for around 10 to 15 minutes. And if you'd like to try another mask, then try to crush some berries and do the exact same thing. Now let's move on to floor number 2. Here are all the things that you should avoid if you don't want dark circles to be a part of your life. And many of these can affect your eyes and the blood cells around your eyes, making dark circles even more prominent. Now try to avoid rubbing your eyes. Rubbing your eyes is like a not so friendly hug for the skin under your eye. It can irritate, inflame and make those dark circles even more prominent. So treat the skin in that specific area very gently like it's royalty. Now the next is to sip smartly. Now caffeine and alcohol can be very tricky. If you're having a lot of them without water, it's like having a wild party happening inside, leaving your skin looking very tired. And if you're confused, what I mentioned earlier about caffeine is for external use and not internal use. Now the next thing to avoid is to stop smoking. Imagine smoking as a fast track to aging. And when you stop smoking, it's like applying the brakes on the whole aging process. And it not just makes your skin happier, it makes you less prone to dark circles. Now in today's time, this is very difficult to avoid, and that is too much screen time. Now what happens when you give yourself too much of screen time? It's like giving your eyes a workout that it didn't sign up for. So if it's too much of Netflix or movie marathons and you're trying to stay awake, doing that causes a lot of stress on your eyes. And screens suck out the energy of your eyes eyes and makes you feel even more tired. So try to take or avoid your devices as much as you can. But if your work is on screens and you're using electronic devices for a long time, then follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. Now, this won't solve the problem, but it's like a mini vacation for your eyes. Now, the next is if you have allergies. Now, allergies are not just about you sneezing. Now, if you're wondering what can allergies do, allergies are just very mischievous and they are troublemakers for your eyes. They cause a lot of inflammation and swelling. So try to avoid those foods that are triggering those allergies, whether it's dairy or any specific food that is causing it. Because the more you'll try and manage or control those allergies, the more it's saying goodbye to those dark circles. And if you need help, try and see a health professional regarding that. And the last is try to not eat food that has too much of sugar or it's just junk food. So try to avoid junk food as much as possible because all they have is a lot of sugar, fat, and salt. And these snacks are not so skin friendly because they lack nutrients and they're also very high in preservatives and additives, which will not just increase the production of dark circles, but it will worsen them. And finally, the last floor, which is the most simplest and one of the most important, like the foundation, which is consistency. Now, whatever I've told you, all these methods will only show you results if you are consistent. Now, your skin cells also have memory banks. Think like they have a memory card in them. And when you are consistent with doing these habits, it's like reminding your skin cells every day to be sharp and to be at the top of their game. So when you hydrate or you do a cold press, consistently doing it will show you more results in the long term than in the short term. For example, if you're consistently drinking water and you're using all the hydrating methods for your skin will less likely show you those dark circles. And consistent gentle massages and these DIYs will promote a lot of blood circulation around the eyes. And increased blood circulation around the eyes means less congestion and less puffiness, and even a very brighter look. So being consistent is like setting up a shield. When you consistently take care of your skin, you create a preventive barrier against those potential dark circles. And to sum up this entire thing, just remember that the ground or the foundation is what you need to do on a daily basis. First is what you can do thrice a week, twice a week, or even once a week. It doesn't really need to be done daily, but it needs more consistency. And none of them are a quick fix, so be very patient. Now, the second should be avoided as much as you can, so be more conscious about choosing them. And the third just needs to be followed like discipline. So there you have it. Make sure that you do it and don't worry about the results, because if you do it consistently, you will see the changes. Yeah, and it might take about a few weeks till you actually see the results. So try it out and let me know which is the best one that works for you. And if you've tried something very different that has worked for you, please let me know that in the comments. And if you like what you saw, then feel free to watch any other video on this channel. Rocher that.